All right, hey everyone. Today is July 13th, 2024. It's about 7:10 p.m. Just doing a quick video to let people know. It's like, I guess Trump actually got shot at a Trump rally. I'll just play a little bit of it so people can see what I'm talking about.
With President Biden recently, when he was overseas in Europe, I was struck by how wide that perimeter was, with snipers in many areas, keeping a very close eye. And I suspect many of our colleagues in law enforcement would communicate that for a former president and now the presumptive nominee on the Republican side, there would have been a very wide perimeter. So now that we are told by law enforcement that it's believed that Donald Trump will certainly survive this incident, immediately the questions turn to how this happened, who's responsible.
Well, I need to make sure I'm actually playing the video. I forgot I'm using kind of doing StreamYard a little bit differently right now. So let me make sure that it's that's working. All right, so let me go ahead and just continue playing it
Over the course of the next several days and weeks, not the least of which begins with the Republican National Convention that's scheduled to start on Monday in Milwaukee. A giant perimeter has been built around the Milwaukee arena where they're going to be hosting that event. In Washington, a huge perimeter was built for the NATO summit that President Biden was participating in with world leaders as well. But as I'm speaking to you, I'm checking my phone and texting with colleagues, with staff at the White House for any additional information. Jose, as we gather that, we will, of course, share it with you.
Peter Alexander, thank you so very much. Of course, continue monitoring this for us. I want to bring in retired ATF Special Agent Jim Kavanaugh. He is with us tonight. Jim, and when we look at these images, there is so much that tells people like you so much about the trajectory, where it seems that these gunshots or whatever came from. The president was looking towards his right when at least two of what seemed to be gunshots rang out. And then he immediately kind of went towards his right ear as he was dropping. It seems later, Jim, that there may be up to two what appear to be lines, one right up above his mouth on his cheek going towards his ear, and then one on the lower part of his cheek. What does this tell you, Jim?
Yeah, well, you're exactly right, Jose. I mean, he certainly reacted to his right. I mean, appears to be he was struck in his right ear. That appears to be where all the blood is. We don't know if that blood in the cheek is a wound or just blood spatter. It's hard to tell. But he certainly reacted to his right. He felt the sting on his right, probably his right ear. There's bleachers behind him that are filled, with supporters. But he kind of looks to his right. Now, it doesn't mean that the shot was directly to his right, that came directly from his right. It's just he hit him on the.
Take a look at what happened. There you see it, Jim.
Yeah.
Jim, stand by. I want to go to Kristen Welker, who has some very late-breaking news.
Jose, Secret Service spokesperson just posted on X saying an incident occurred the evening of July 13th at a Trump rally in Pennsylvania. The Secret Service has implemented protective measures and the former president is safe. This is now an active Secret Service investigation and further information will be released when available. Again, that is from the Secret Service. Everyone just absorbing what has occurred and unfolded in Pennsylvania. We're also getting reaction from a number of the vice presidential potential picks of former President Trump. Again, just to reiterate, the Republican National Convention is just days away from getting underway, set to begin on Monday. Senator Rubio posting praying for President Trump and all those attending the rally in Pennsylvania today. Senator Vance, everyone join me in praying for our President Trump and everyone at that rally. I hope everyone is okay. North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum, please join Catherine and me in praying for President Trump, his family, and everyone attending the rally today. Carrie Lake, of course, Senate candidate posting, please pray for President Trump. So reaction just beginning to pour in from the political world. Of course, as Peter just reported, President Biden has been briefed. This is the scenario that everyone, of course, feared and was trying to protect against. Certainly, as we head toward the conventions this summer, security is in the spotlight. The question.
One thing I think was odd, though, as he's walking off the stage. Hey, guys, be quiet, please, for a minute. One thing I think is really weird as he's walking off the stage. If I can just get to that part.
I want to go to Kristen Welker, who has some very late-breaking news.
Jose, Secret Service
Something
spokesperson
I'm
just
highlighting.
posted on X saying an incident occurred the evening of July 13th at a Trump rally in Pennsylvania. The Secret Service has implemented protective measures and
I
the
think
former
I saw
president is
something I
safe.
don't think people
This is
know
now an
this.
active Secret Service investigation, and further
Because, right,
information
when he gets
will
shot,
be released when available. Again, that is.
I'm going to cancel the audio for a second. When he gets shot, he touches his head, he touches his ear, and I just kind of think it's kind of odd that he doesn't have blood on his hands at all. Because it looks like his ear would have been pouring out a lot of blood. But I swear, it looked like once he pumped his fist, he opens up his hand as he's going off the stage. I just want to get a better look at it. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I just kind of think that's weird that he just doesn't, like, I don't see blood on his hand. And he just got shot. I also just have a feeling that this is just a staged event that to make Trump look legit, because you got to remember, this is the guy that locked us down for warp speed, right? This is the guy that gave us, who refused to write into warp speed that this is experimental and it can never be mandated. All you got to do is write that in there, Trump. No one loses their job. No one has to worry about it. Even if you think this is a deadly virus, Trump, and you're so scared of it, all you had to do was write in, this can never be mandated. It's experimental before you sign it. Or you say, nope, I'm not signing it. Or, before you pass the, what was that? Before it started being rolled out, he also had to sign forms or else it couldn't be rolled out, right? And so before this vaccine started being rolled out, he just said, hey, this is experimental. It can never be mandated. But he never did say anything like that. Instead, he tried to hide behind everyone tried to protect Trump by going, well, Chris, it's his advisors. No, this guy's supposed to be playing 4D chess. Okay? He can easily use his little brain, which I don't think he's doing. Or, maybe he is doing it, but he's just not looking out for our best interests. So, thanks, theology and philosophy. But yeah, I mean, I just feel like this guy could be looking out for us. He's not looking out for us. Me as an essential worker, I was never given hero pay. I thought this was a deadly, scary virus, but yet I was never given hero pay. So it's almost like, well, it's not really deadly and scary. Oh, well, then why did you lock down? Well, it was deadly and scary, and you need to get a vaccine. Well, if it's that deadly and scary, shouldn't I get hero pay? No. It's like, because it's not that deadly and it's not that scary. It's like the government just kept doing a lot of contradictory things. Like when I wanted to follow the mandates, it's like I call up the government and I'm like, okay, so if someone at my work gets sick, everyone who's around me, we should probably all call in and take 2 weeks off, right? And they're like, and then go, oh yeah, because you don't want to spread it. I'm like, okay, good, because I work doing this such and such job. Oh no! Don't you dare call off. That will make everyone go into a riot. You guys got to keep working. You're too important. What? No. Yeah, the virus isn't that bad. You don't have to worry. What? I thought, well, we're locking down, guys. Oh no, it's not that. If you guys stop working, you guys will throw the country into a panic. Oh, I see. Because I have a job that's that important. If I quit working and I try to stay home for 2 weeks, and all my coworkers do too, all because because it's so important, suddenly the virus misses us. I got it. I understand. So I just saw a lot of contradictions like that, early on, and I just don't trust this guy, So I feel like all this is doing is helping this guy look more legit, and it just makes people gloss over the fact that he just rolled out some injection on us. Locked us down for a couple of weeks, ran the deficit up $10 trillion. Because you got to remember, it cost about $10 trillion to do all that warp speed and lockdowns and everything, right? It's part of the reason why our gas is, everything's going through the roof. Inflation, because we pumped all that extra money into the economy. And we had no one making anything for months. So anyway, those are just my thoughts, and I just thought I'd tell people, because I know a lot of people are like me, and it's like, you're done listening to this news, done listening to the nonsense. And to be honest, if someone didn't mention this to me, I would probably not know this for a couple of days at least, because I don't watch the news anymore. I've quit watching my TV, so I just thought I'll let people know this is going on.